majority of the time the expectations on these days become so high and heavy for the couple. I will have expectations. So not to expect, I don't know how to do. What we are getting, we are very happy with and we are taking it for granted. And now we are looking for what we are not getting. How should I handle my disappointments in relationships? Woohoo! So yeah, great question, sweetheart, because I think that's pretty much all of us struggling with this. Few things. One, I do believe that while Valentine's Day, birthday, anniversaries, these are fabulous days to remind us of love, majority of the time the expectations on these days become so high and heavy for the couple that a lot of times I think we land up getting more upset than happy. And I think that was one of my biggest realizations about 10-15 years ago, where I realized that my biggest fights used to happen after my birthday, after my anniversary, and I started to notice that there was a pattern that had erupted, because the rest of the year I didn't care much if I got flowers or not, but on my anniversary, if you forgot to give me flowers, then I would feel very hurt. So then what I did in the process was that I said, you know what, I am not going to let this ruin the most special days. So I'm going to change my expectations. I am going to ask him for what I want, and if I get it, I'll be very happy, and if I don't get it, I'm still going to be okay. And by the way, a lot of women talk about throwing hints. I don't throw hints. I actually tell. So if you go to my story right now and notice the proposal that happened in Paris a few days ago, well, that proposal was completely inspired by me or triggered by me, because I said, Puneet, we are going to Paris. My 25th anniversary is coming. You never proposed to me the first time around, because that time 1999 proposals didn't exist. Your parents proposed for you. So I would love for you to ask me out. I don't need you to do much. A bouquet of flowers, Eiffel Towers in the background. You just take the ring I'm wearing. I was wearing a ring at that point. Just take it and ask me out. I'll just feel happy that you made me feel special. Literally, that was the proposal. So I don't want anyone seeing that and going, oh my God, her husband does so much for her and mine is not. And that's the other big problem. The comparison that we keep having with the world. So therefore, we start to feel inadequate in our own relationship. Even though there's nothing wrong in our relationship, we just want to feel special, and that's all we need. Now, if someone is making you feel special on a daily basis, it's very difficult to up the ante for a special day. Would you agree or not, right? Now, coming back to question, how do we not expect anything from our partner? I don't know if that's possible. The fact that I love you, I will have expectations. So not to expect, I don't know how to do. Okay, because I always give this example that if I'm going to cook the whole day, and Puneet's going to come back and not even appreciate a single dish, how is that going to work for us? So appreciation is a part of my expectation. It's going to be, it's bound to be. But however, if I continuously realize that my man is not capable of something, okay, now it could be anything. Maybe he's not expressive in words. Maybe he's expressive in action. Maybe he's expressive in words, but he's not good with gifts. Maybe he's good with gifts, but he doesn't have time for me. So what we'll end up doing in our relationships a lot of times, I feel, is that we want what we are not getting. What we are getting, we are very happy with and we are taking it for granted. And now we are looking for what we are not getting. So those who are getting quality time want gifts, and those who are getting gifts want quality time. And that's what happens a lot of times. So I think one of the things we have to keep in mind on our journey is make a list of all the things that you are getting and get extremely grateful for it, and just see if you can start to create compensations rather than asking for whatever it is that you're not getting. So what do I mean by compensations? Oh, you can't be available to me during the week. All right, on Sundays, can we just go for breakfast? Okay, on Sundays, we can't go for breakfast. Can we go at least for coffee? Okay, we can't go for coffee on Sundays. How about a movie on Friday evenings? Keep working at it to see what actually works. True? So that's my way of managing my expectations, not by removing my expectations, but by readjusting them time and again to see what is he and I capable of doing together so that we can make our relationship work. Then how should I handle disappointments in my relationship? The more emotionally mature you keep becoming, the more your ability to handle disappointments. And I want to bring in a distinction of handling disappointments. Handling disappointments is not, you're not going to be in conflict, you're not going to get upset, you're not going to be unhappy, you're not going to feel angry. That's not what's going to happen. It is how fast you bounce back from that emotion. How fast you bounce back. So I'd asked Puneet to get me green tea. By the time he got it for me, it was time to switch this on. So I got a minute late. I'm looking at him going, hurry, right? Now I can be upset, and to the degree that I choose to, or I can be like, at least he got me green tea, right? And I think when handling disappointments, it is your ability to look for the good in the bad. Okay, in this situation, what's amazing? At least we've come to Iceland. At least this has happened. At least that has happened. Or at least he wished me, if not brought me flowers. Okay, at least even if he didn't wish me, he woke me up with a kiss. Whatever is it that you can find to hold on to anchor yourself into sometimes is also helps to at least begin with managing your expectations and disappointments. I think another thing that I have learned in my life very clearly is what my man can't give me, my village should give me. And when I keep talking about my village, it is that all of us women need to create a tribe. And so I'm also going to say this, that you know what, if you don't have a group of galantines as they are calling it, then highly suggest that, because I feel like I put too much pressure sometimes on my own relationship, while it could have easily been managed by, like this morning I woke up and I said, Puneet, there's this lovely shop outside, I want to go buy a shirt or two from there. And then I looked at him and said, would you like to come or should I go with my girlfriends? And he was like, go with your girlfriends. I said, perfect. Okay, what I can do by myself, why should I ask him? Let me ask him for the real stuff now. I think that's the other thing we land up making a mistake. So Siva, see what you can find in this for yourself, that how you can have expectations, how fast you can bounce back, how you can have disappointments, and how fast you can look at the good in the bad. Okay, if you get all of these 4 steps right, I have a feeling you will get lots of life right.